Hi, everyone, and welcome to Racewife Life 77 for Better for Worse. I am your host, Kelly Cromer. Thanks for joining me. Hey, I'm back in my studio. I am so excited. It has been a while. I have been doing nice little short snippets of uh, racetracks and while we're traveling to racetracks and some clips from the garage, all those things. But it is nice to be back in my studio to actually do an episode here. So behind me, I chose the beautiful Carteret Speedway infield here. This pictured behind me, it's got the palm trees. You can see some racing tires over in the bottom corner to show that we are at a racetrack. Where else would we be but at a racetrack? Racewife Life 77. Hey. So yes, um, this was a couple weeks ago and it was lovely. It was just blue skies, sunshine, nice breeze, right near Emerald Isle Beach in North Carolina. So yeah, Carteret County Speedway, gorgeous facility. On my Racewife Life 77 Facebook page, I did a little tour of the track, and you can look for that video there if you'd like to see it. So if you're ever down that way, check it out. In the meantime, yeah, racing, racing, racing. We have been racing. It has been hot. It has been rainy some places, but not at the racetracks that we've been going to because we are getting all of our races in this season. Therefore, so racing one weekend and working on the car the next week and weekend, and then racing a weekend and then working on the car and same cycle over and over again. Um, but things are going well there. Kevin's currently second in points, with Jeremy Mayfield in first, and it's been a challenging season, I think, for both Jeremy and us, and so it's been really great that we're you know having a good time, that we are making all the races, and that we have this points battle going on here. So and we're just totally enjoying Grand National Super Series and our fellow racers in that series. We have a good time at the tracks. We have a good time when we go out to dinner after practice and just hanging together and stuff with the travel and everything else. So it's fun and competitive and affordable though. And like I said, we're getting all these races in. Man, have we been racing? Um, and things have been going good. So we've been blessed with sunshine and we've been blessed with good health. And speaking of, Kevin is currently sleeping right now. He had his chemotherapy treatment today and actually had a tooth extracted yesterday. So it's been a really difficult 24 hours to say the least. And the days leading up to it have just been a challenge because he came back from the last race having a toothache and decided to get it checked out. And here he needed some dental work and also a tooth extracted. So that was a lot of anxiety and also just pain. And but everything fared well yesterday. And then today, uh, he had his chemotherapy. And yesterday, he had the blood work before the dental visit that he needed for pre-treatment. So his blood work is showing excellent things. Yeah, it's one of those things where you wouldn't even know that he has cancer if it weren't for that CT scan. His blood work is amazing. Everything's like where it needs to be. Um, yeah, it's just crazy. This small cell cancer is just crazy. But you know, he beat it before. This one's different, but new things are coming out every day. He's on one of the best chemos right now. Um, and he feels good, looks good, is eating, exercising, racing, just doing everything. There isn't anything that he's not doing that he would like to be doing. So he's doing everything. So he's blessed. And yeah, like I said, still battling. Every 21 days has chemo, and but it's apparently doing its job at the moment. We'll find out on from the CT scan in August. He will get that, and then we'll know better if the chemotherapy is keeping the cancer cells decreasing, Um, if it's maybe putting them into like a dormant remission type of thing so that maybe his treatments can get spread a little further apart instead of every 21 days. Um, that's the goal. He will always need treatment though. There is, there isn't a cure for this. Um, and in order to keep it at bay, we need to get the treatment for the rest of his life. It's not like, oh, how much longer does he have in chemo? It's that he's going to be treated for the rest of his life. Um, yeah. So, but it's all good right now. So we are just moving forward and continuing to enjoy life. Speaking of enjoying life, it's been busy. And I haven't been on here. So thanks for joining me, friends. And just to give you a little bit of what life is like, I decided, like, okay, I've been wanting to do these broadcasts in person here in my studio, okay? And I I logged on a couple weeks back, and I mean multiple times I have logged on. I come in this room, my studio room, and I close the door and Kevin's quiet and everything else so I can record. I'm in here for like an hour or two and then I do playbacks and stuff and I'm all distorted. Things aren't going right. The internet was issues. One night it was storming outside and the power was going on and off and I'm like, great. So that was 2 hours lost that I never got to put any episode out. It's just been every time I try to, things come up. I get, something happens where I get called away in the middle of it or something. So it hasn't been for lack of trying. I've been trying. And then tonight, I have to tell you, tonight when I went to log on, so I came in here into my studio, I flipped my computer open. Okay, it was on. Okay, yeah, it was on. I haven't been on my computer for a while, but it was on. And I sit down, I get my microphone, my headset, and everything. I look at the screen, and the screen is upside down. Like, have you ever had that happen? The screen is like upside down. I'm like, why is everything upside down? I haven't even been on here. The last time I was on here, it was normal. And now it's upside down. Like, what the heck? So here I am. I'm like, great. Taking off my headphones, pushing away the microphone, going out into the living room, getting my cell phone so I can Google why is my screen upside down and how do I get it back to right side up? Because I tried maneuvering and clicking on things and yeah, that was a hot mess. Because if you want to go left, you got to move the mouse right. And it's all upside down. And I was like, yeah, this is stupid. So I Googled on my phone the first two things it said to do. Yeah, didn't work. Mm-mm. So then I found another one that gave me a different option and did it. So that worked. I went into my settings and stuff, but like, how does that even happen? I'm not even on it. How did it go upside down? Like, for real? I mean, I don't get it. So, needless to say, that was like the first 23 minutes of my life trying to get into a broadcast. And then when I'm doing these things, often I will record one and then I'll play it back. And I'll see that, things are distorted, the sound wasn't right, it kind of kinked, whatever. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, why did I have perfect internet and everything wonderful at, you know, different times? And now what is it? Like when I'm watching Netflix and streaming and everything, everything's fine. Like, why is it that this is not working? My computer's showing me excellent, and I don't know. Anyway, it's just a nightmare. It's just always something. I mean, seriously, it's not for lack of trying. Um, Honestly, hence why I've been doing like more little snippets where I do like my little broadcast from the truck. I do my broadcast from the garage. I do little broadcasts from the racetrack, doing tours, whatever, in the trailer, whatever, because sometimes that's just better than trying to do it here. I mean, a top of the line computer, Kevin got me, and everything's wonderful and it was working out great. I mean, in the prior, but why is it not working now? I don't know what's going on with the internet. I mean, is it the heat or what? Because I mean, I get it, but like, come on. So yeah, so here I am. And that was my little, like, what my life is like today and what it's like just to go on a broadcast. It's not always easy. Um, Everything's just kind of a little craziness. So what have I been doing? Let's see. Well, I have pretty much just been being race wife. Mhm. Mhm. Um, let's see. Yeah, we took one vacation. That was a few days at the beach, and that was when he was done getting chemo in the morning. We jumped in the truck and pulled the camper down to the beach, and we stayed a few days at the beach while he recuperated from chemo. And then we did do the boardwalk, the beach, the water park with the lazy river, and enjoyed eating out at one of our favorite restaurants, and then also taking some takeout and cooking some extra things with it at the campground. So we did have a nice little getaway. We did just enjoy a day with friends at their pool. Um, that was another little getaway that we both needed. Um, so that was really nice. We had a relaxing day on Sunday. The other week, we went 200 miles on our motorcycle. Um, yeah, I mean, it was 9 a.m. and it was already like 86 degrees. And we jumped on the motorcycle. We went one direction with one plan, um, and then decided to take a different route and go basically back and then beyond. So we pretty much went from one end of the world to another end of the world on our bike that day, and got some good eats, and visited this really cool bike museum. Um, It was I think it's Billy's old bike barn in Bloomsburg. Anyway, highly recommend it. It is so much more than just motorcycles. I mean, it's motorcycles, but this place is just unbelievable with the memorabilia and just the stuff inside. I mean, if you could look it up, like I said, I think it's Bill's Bill or Billy's old bike barn. I apologize if I'm not getting it right, but it's in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, and it is just amazing. I mean, it's just there's so much stuff. So check that out. So we went there. That was good, and then we kind of came home. But it was just a gorgeous day of riding, and it was so scenic. We took all the back roads and everything, and just farmlands, and it was a nice relaxation day. Like I said, it was about 9 hour. We were gone like 9 hours. Um, Put like 200 miles on. Didn't expect that. And it was like a 98-degree day. So it was hot. It was felt good to get back in the air conditioning. So we did go on the motorcycle a day. We did, like I said, had a pool day with friends the other day. Um, did get to the beach. But other than that, it's just been pretty much working on the race car. Um, I have been pretty much a homebody. I have not been seeing my friends or that social. I have not been doing all my usual run around here and there and just, spend the day just moseying, uh, shopping, like just getting around or visiting friends. I pretty much have been staying at home because I'm pretty much Kevin's only help in the garage, and I don't like to leave him here without help. And um, the other week when he got his chemo, and his lab work and all kinds of stuff. Long story short, he ended up getting a hematoma on his arm where they drew the blood. Um, and then his other arm, eh, it he had a vein blowout. Um, and then 9 days after that hematoma, his arm was still kind of rashy and sore. And he's like, maybe I should get this checked. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why don't you call and just ask them about it? Well, when he called the doctor's office, yeah, they were like, "Oh my gosh, you could have a blood clot. You need to go and, get a test and an ultrasound and get to the emergency room. We'll schedule an appointment and this and that." And long story short, yeah, he had a blood clot. It was like 9 days, and he and I were both like, it's sore. It hurts to the touch. Oh, it's probably just, just continuing to be sore because of everything that it went through. No, it was a blood clot. Yeah. So, little did we know when I told my mom about it too, the same time that he was calling the doctor's office, 9 days after it's been like this. Um, I said to my mom, I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna call the doctor because he's had this rash." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, it could be a blood clot. My gosh, what are you guys waiting for? You need to go." And then, because I was shopping with her at the time, and then when he did call back, he's like, "I gotta get to the hospital because they think it's a blood clot." I'm like, "Okay." So I said to my mom, "They think it's a blood clot." She's like, "Oh my God." So I left shopping with her, and I we went to the emergency room, and like I said, got the test and everything else. And Eh, he's okay. They started him on blood thinners, mild dose, which only adds to my anxiety because, I worry sick about everything he does and this cancer and everything. So, yeah, it's just something extra like, oh, watch, you're on blood thinners. Fantastic. When you're working in the garage with tools and racing and yeah, good times. Race Wife Life 77. Do you see the gray? They're starting to come out. They're always out. I just have to hide them. They're just out sometimes more than others if I can't get my hair done because I'm too busy being Race Wife Life and helping in the garage. But anyway, it's all just for better for worse. It's just yeah. So anyway, let's see what else. Mm, Probably that's about it. While he rested from his chemo the other week, I did the mulching of the flower beds because it's been 2 weeks, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks. No, it's been 2 years since I last mulched, put fresh mulch in the flower beds. I know, it's terrible. I mean, people are like, "You're off all summer. What do you do?" Like, why, people probably drive by thinking, "God, that house looks like crap. What does that woman do all day?" Because, she's obviously not taking care of the outside of the home. If they only knew. If they only knew what I do. I mean, oh my gosh. But anyway, um, yeah, the household chores. But no, everything's looking really pretty. I have my flowers. So while Kevin was getting rest after his chemo the other week, I took those 2 days and I had 27 bags of mulch that I just, you know, picked up and I got them over to the flower bed and um, got them all, got it all looking pretty. My flowers planted. I re put down like the weed matting and everything so the weeds wouldn't come up. But anyway, got that done and it feels so nice because my flowers are doing really well. I planted some vegetable plants from our elementary school's garden club and they are doing great along with the flowers. So that was really cool that like I said, the kids plant these little seedlings and get them growing and then you can purchase them and I did and my flowers and my vegetables are doing great. So thanks to my elementary school for that. Um and the kiddos and let's see. Oh, I think I may have damaged my rotator cuff the other day, or the other week. I'm not sure. I am having major pain. I'm major pain for like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. I mean, I was a complete maniac at the one race. It was like I think it's the race that we had after he got put on his blood thinners and stuff, and I was like scared to death for him to do anything. So I was like, "Here, I'm gonna help you load the trailer. I'll get these heavy tires. I'll put them in. I'll lift the fuel jugs up." In the trailer in the top hole. And I'm like, I'll do this, I'll do that. And then at the racetrack, I was just like this crazy maniac. And even me, I was like, what is going on? I could feel myself like, just like, slow down, Kelly. But I was doing anything and everything um, to just try and keep him from lifting and straining and anything that might, like I said, affect his after treatment and also this whole blood clot thing that he had. Um, so, but I think that and or the 27 bags of mulch that I was picking up and carrying and dumping myself. I think I tore something. I should go get it checked, but I don't know. You know how that goes. It was time for that. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of painful. So I'm thinking I might have to stop playing nurse and pit crew, and I may have to just go and get checked, be a patient, hmm and take my own advice. I think I did an episode on self care. I think I need to watch that. I have to go back in my Race Wife Life episodes and see the self care one and take my own advice and take time for self care. So anyway, gonna wrap it up here. That's pretty much it on our home front. So, friends, family, everybody, fans that are following, I just have to say from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much for all the support that you're giving. When we are at the racetrack, our fellow teams, drivers, everybody are phenomenal with helping out on any way that they can. Thank you for that. And Kevin and I thank you all for the love, the support, and the prayers that you are giving, sharing, and continuing with because they're helping. They are helping. We say multiple prayers every morning. We start our day with prayers. Um, Kevin and I do here, and we appreciate everybody else that's been with us on this ride. And just want to say thank you because the good Lord above is blessing him every day to be able to keep doing everything he loves to do, um, which is something that I'm grateful for because I'm along for this ride with him for better for worse. Um, the worst has gotten better, and we're going to take every day that we can, one day at a time, and appreciate and thank the good Lord above for the blessings that we have. We do count our blessings, and we're going to continue to do so. So while the good is good, I want to say thank you and keep following us at Racewife Life 77 Facebook page, or you can follow us at Grand National Super Series by keeping up and watching what's happening on race days there, and even watching the races on their YouTube. So check out Grand National Super Series on Facebook, and you can learn more about, you can watch the races live. Also, our K2 Motorsports 7752 page. That also, we have different things that are happening and going on there. And Mission Racer, our nonprofit, we are having our third annual benefit ride in October. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have to get on that too. I have to do the posters. I have to do the promotions. I have to get the donations. I've got to get a jump on that. Oh my gosh, life is just whizzing by, and there's just so much and to do it all. But yeah, Mission Racer, our nonprofit in which we raise funds to give to Lehigh Valley Cancer Institute's patients, cancer patients, to help them pay for their home bills while they're going through treatment. That's something that's near and dear to our heart. And we do have our benefit ride that will be in October. So I have got to get on that. I have really got, I mean, we have things set for that, but oh my gosh, like I said, I've got to get rolling on that. So thank you, everybody. Check out Mission Racer. It's a great cause. It's our, like I said, our nonprofit. Kevin started when he had cancer several years back and decided he wanted to give back and help those that did not have the great benefit packages that we had and the support, that we did not need the financial assistance, but we want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to get what they need, have their home bills paid so that they have less stress and can focus on their health and healing. So Mission Racer, check it out on Facebook, or yeah, and you can make a donation. So thanks for that, and keep watch in the future episodes. And online, I will be sharing the poster about the event and more information. So thanks. I don't want to fail to mention that. And yeah, thank you everybody for following, and keep watch because we have a race coming up, and you can catch us at Grand National Super Series with driver interviews, and you can see Kevin himself speaking, and follow to learn more and hear from him there. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. And keep following Racewife Life 77 on Facebook. Have a great night and have a great week. Take care. Bye bye.